After
Now let's
battling
start
his way to
gaining
the top
ground
of the
on.
Pokemon League and becoming the strongest trainer in all of Hoenn, our hero finds himself shouting angrily at Super Mario Sunshine.
As
a
you
true
do.
champion.
Hi,
Hello,
some call me
everyone. I am
Johnny.
Third Mario Brother, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we did indeed become the champion of the Hoenn region by defeating the reigning champion, which was Wallace. And this time around, there is still more stuff to be done in Pokemon Emerald. There are legendary Pokemon to be caught, and there are challenges to be faced. But first, let's go ahead and play with dolls. How does that sound to you guys?
As you do.
I wanted to show off the various dolls that we've collected over the adventure, just because why not? So a Lotad doll. Oh my god! Whoa! What is this? Look at those eyes, man. This Lotad is out for blood. Oh my god, I would not sleep in the same room as that thing. That thing looks
Jesus, the
murderous.
thing's gigantic.
Wilmer, give this guy a hug. He needs some cheering up before he goes on like a demonic rampage or something, because look at that. I see the devil in this thing's eyes. Either way. Yeah, these are the dolls that we've collected over our adventure, and I'm out of here before I get murdered by that doll. And whoa, it's both our parents at the same table. Not very common for a Pokemon game.
Nope. Then again, having a father
Hey,
isn't very common for a Pokemon
Are
game.
you surprised to see me in my own house?
Yes.
What's up with that?
You just went on a
guy?
giant
It's been
adventure.
a while since I saw you, but you look stronger somehow. That's the impression I get, but your old man hasn't given up yet. Oh, yes, I have something for you. This came to you from someone named Mr. Briny, and we get the SS ticket, which we will be able to take advantage of very soon. A ticket for a ferry? If I recall, there are ferry ports in Slateport and Lily Cove. Hint, hint,
Nudge,
nudge,
nudge, wink, wink.
Better get back to Petalburg Gym. Mom, thanks for looking after the house while I'm away. And he's gone. Bye-bye. That dad of yours, he comes home for the first time in a while, but all he talks about is Pokemon. He should relax and stay a little longer. Is that a breaking news story? I thought it was just a flashing white screen, but close enough. We bring you this emergency news flash. In various Hoenn locales, there have been reports of colored Pokemon in flight. That's my favorite color. The identity of this Pokemon is currently unknown. We now return you to the regular movie program. Brian,
They're
did
playing
you catch that?
Pokemon the movie
What color did you
2000.
say that Pokemon was? And this is actually a fairly important decision depending on which Pokemon you want. This will determine the color and the species of a legendary Pokemon that we're going to catch later on. And because it is my preferred one out of the two, at least today, it's sort of flip-flops rather from day to day, I'm going to go ahead and choose blue. Well, isn't that something? There's still unknown Pokemon. Are you blocking my... Get out of the way, Mom. Oh my gosh, you always do this to me, making me step over the kitchen chairs to get out of the room. Ugh, so annoying. Oh my god. Whoa! What are you guys doing outside of my house? Well, well, Brian. That was good work out there. We've been camping for 3 days. I knew there was something special about you when I first saw you, but I never expected this. It's my looks, isn't it? Oh yes, do you still have the Pokédex I gave you? I have something to show you. Let's go to
Nope,
my
still
lab,
sucks.
and
In fact,
May's
you've
just
lost
kinda
Pokemon
here.
in your Pokedex.
Now, Brian and May, I've had the two of you help me study Pokemon. Thanks to your help, new facts are coming to light. It appears that in the Hoenn region there are also Pokemon from other regions. It goes to show how rich and varied the natural environments of Hoenn happen to be, and how
You ran into it in a
unobservant you
Alolan
guys are for
Executor.
never
What the
noticing any of
fuck?
these Pokemon. Huh, idiots. That's why I think it's necessary for me to upgrade your Pokedex to the National mode. Here, let me see your Pokedex units. And this happens only in Pokemon Emerald at this point. We get the National Dex, which allows us to record Pokemon
I'm
from
sure these will
outside
be
of
in
the Hoenn
Pokemon
region
for a
and catch
long
them as well.
time going.
It's so cool that even my Pokedex is getting updated. It's because you went out and
Well,
caught so many Pokemon.
we don't keep the
Brian.
National Dex
Oh,
because
yeah,
we want to make
all that
Pokemon
effort I put into
balanced.
catching
It's
those
never been balanced.
20
Don't even
Pokemon.
try.
Huh. Man, I'm
Chalk.
great, aren't
King Snorlax. I could go on for days. It's never been
I?
balanced.
Okay, all done. Brian's Pokedex was upgraded to the National mode, and now we can catch Kanto and Johto Pokemon. Well, I think it's just Johto Pokemon you can find. Anyway, whatever.
Probably a few
Listen,
Kantos in
you've
here.
become a
They're gonna
champion.
be finding
Your Pokemon
Kantos
journey
anyway.
isn't over. There is no end to the road
and
that is
Oddish.
Pokemon. Somewhere, there was a grassy patch that's waiting for you. And then, he whipped his hair into the blowing wind and stared off into the sunset. Wait, what does May have to say here? I think I'll take a short break from fieldwork. I think I'll help the professor here for a while.
Gonna
Or
fulfill the
prof.
Gary
You'll
role,
help
eh?
the prof. You're proffering him your help. I don't think that word fits there. But either
Nope.
way, I said earlier in the... Hello?
Pokenav?
Hi, Brian. It's me, Scott. Oh, God.
How'd you get this number?
The game was over, man. Go to sleep or something. Get out of here. I'm aboard the SS Tidal now. Feels great to be on the sea. By the way, there's this place that I'd like to invite you to for a visit. If you're interested, board a ferry at either Slateport or Lilycove. I'll fill you in on the details when we meet. I'll be waiting. Remind me to avoid Slateport and Lilycove for a while. Either way, like I said earlier in the video, there are more legendary Pokemon to be caught, and we're going to be going after one of them in this episode. So let's go ahead and fly ourselves to Fortree City, because that is the area closest to the place that will initiate this event. Well, I don't know if it actually initiates it, but it's going to tell us where to go for this event. So let's go ahead and head downward, cross this bridge, get on our mock bike, why not, into the Weather Institute. How you doing, little kid? Wow, you're really strong. I wish I could be a Pokemon trainer like you.
I'm a Pokemon master.
Kid. Follow your dreams. Second floor of the Institute, we study the weather patterns over the Hoenn region. We've been noticing temporary and isolated cases of droughts and heavy rain lately. Ooh, what does that sound like? Droughts and heavy rain. I feel like I've heard of that before, but I'm not sure where. Where could it be? Let's go investigate and learn all about meteorology. So over here, you're going to want to come to talk to this one sole scientist on this really old, crappy-looking computer. I track weather patterns over the Hoenn region. Presently, a drought has been recorded in Route 116. Could that mean somewhere near Route 116? And then he just starts hyperventilating and staring at the floor. And apparently he says the same thing over and over. Give me more information, man. I need more than just that to work off of. Come on. Either way, near Route 116, there's something very valuable that we are going to want to check out. So, let's head there in just a moment. But first, my broke butt has to go to Lilycove City and buy some materials. So, I will be right back. Let's go, Swellowship, to the department store. Shopping spree time. So, now that we're all stocked up with materials, let's go ahead and visit the lovely Verdant Turf Town. Not to stop and smell the flowers, but instead to head into the Rust Turf Tunnel. Because Route 116 took me forever to find this the first time, actually, is right out here. And whoa, the screen is glowing,
random.
Man. We've definitely seen this before. There is wizardry, there is dark magic, or perhaps the power of a Pokemon at work here. And in here, we're going to find something extremely powerful. Normally, you're going to want to save before you go into this. I'm going to go ahead and put Swellowship out front, actually, but I'm not going to save because I am just that edgy.
Oh crap, it killed me!
And here we find ourselves in the Terra Cave, and I wonder what this place possibly could be.
Groudon used Earthquake on the trainer.
Earth Cave? What does that mean? Ooh, it means that there's a bunch of fog and I can't see anything anywhere.
Where is everybody?
We are aware of the Earth-based Pokemon, Groudon.
Yeah, great. Now I have to catch Godzilla. I think there's a detail with their sign things.
And here we are facing off against one of the Pokemon whose battle Rayquaza had to come down and stop. That is how powerful this Pokemon is. I have no idea how the sun is shining brightly in here.
In a cave, but yeah, Pokemon logic.
Fly up and see what this guy wants to do. Because
Solar
the sun
Beam.
Is shining brightly, Groudon can use the move Solar Beam instantaneously without having to charge up on a turn. So,
Swellowship resist, really and that
annoying.
wasn't
However,
stab.
That's his only attack that can hit our Swellowship. The other moves that he has, I believe... Oh, no, never mind. I thought he had Sunny Day. Maybe
he has Drought.
He has Drought, so I imagine he wouldn't have Sunny Day, actually. But he has Rest, Solar Beam, and the ever so powerful, to be feared, Fissure. And that move, man, is going to be so annoying because it is a one-hit kill move. I sent Swellowship out first so that Groudon wouldn't be able to use that on us because it is a ground-type move, and, of course, ground-type moves do not affect flying-type Pokemon. However, I believe that's still true for Fissure. Either way,
I wouldn't know, honestly.
That'd be funny if it wasn't, though. Unfortunately, we're going to have to just whittle this guy down the old-fashioned way because I just realized that Solar Beam is going to take Swellowship out nice and easy. And Groudon
you sent out a water ground type to fight a grass type
instead of Thunder Wave up on this thing. We have to rely on the power of our team.
Oh, thank God, it's an idiot.
Is going to do a number on Dishwater. God, I don't even know what to do in this battle. I never really thought about how I was going to approach this. Maybe I should have put a little bit more thought into that. Along with the fact that this guy is level 70, we are facing a huge threat. Now, if you caught Rayquaza before and didn't have too many problems with that, you probably shouldn't run into too much trouble here. However, our team, I feel, is a little bit weak to Groudon and the strategies that he
little?
likes to use, especially since we can't really status this thing. Either
Our
way,
strongest Pokemon.
we're going to just have to power through it, and we're going to have to
He's
deal
right,
with
we
it.
can't
And
'cause
in
it's
Lily
fire
City, the
ground,
things
I
I
think,
bought, in
and
case you guys
that
were
means it's
wondering,
immune to
are
Thunder
Ultra
Wave.
Balls. Still not going to use this Master Ball. I'm going to use it on a much more annoying Pokemon later on. For now,
Pidgey!
let's just chuck an Ultra Ball, I guess. He's asleep. He's like, I don't know, 60% health. Are we going to be able to?
No.
Well, at least the ball shook. You know, I'm fine.
We
with
got a
that.
1 count, folks. We got a
And
1
wow,
count.
Groudon is taking quite the nap there. He's looking all growly. His eyes and his mouth are both
Except
open,
for
but he's
spray
still
in the ultimate bitch
snoozing
fest of all
away.
time. Crying over
Maybe he's
spilled
like
milk.
Mermaid Man or something, and he has the innate
Didn't even
ability
get a
to
kick.
just sleep with his
Or
eyes
1
open.
count.
Either way, now he's gonna wake up and
Sleeping with eyes
Fire
closed
Blast
wasn't
was
invented
another
until Gen
good sunny
5.
day. There we go. Don't know why he wasn't using that on a Swallow Ship instead of
Fire
Solar Beam, but
Blast.
you know what?
Thought
To
the
each
final
his
move
own.
would be
I'm not
Earthquake.
going to judge the actions of a legendary Pokemon such as Groudon because, come
loud.
on, what do I know compared to this thing? Either way, let's see how much Earthquake does. Oh, probably not much. Groudon is very physically and
Surprised I'm using Solar Beam.
physically offensive and defensive. So it's kind of weird that he only has special moves.
It's weird that he
available
used
to him,
Solar
and
Beam on a
Fire
flying
Blast.
type, but not on
But,
Dish Bar, which
yeah,
would be quad
physically
weak
offensive
to
and
it.
defensive. So if you can bring out a physical
I think
fighter,
yeah, I could just be being an
then
idiot.
it's
Then
probably
again, I
not
guess
gonna make a
Groudon
difference,
actually
because
splitting
like I
your
said,
team would be
he
fair
only
for just
has
trying to catch the
special moves.
legendary.
So bring out something that can take some special moves from this guy. I don't know why he wasn't using Solar Beam on us, because that will definitely murder us in one hit.
Groudon's an idiot.
And he likes to rest a lot, so get prepared to take yourself a nap, kids. How exciting. But doing this battle, oh
Narcolepsy's
my
a
god, I
bitch.
just have to mention real quick. I didn't make a specific video about it when it was announced, but Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, oh my god, right as I was reaching the end of this Emerald Let's Play, those games were announced, and I was so hyped. I am so looking forward to those. I don't even own a 3DS yet. But I'm
Really?
buying one specifically to be able to play those games, and I am definitely
Not
getting
surprised.
both of them. Day one.
Some people bought the
Probably
Switch
gonna play
because of
through 'em here
Shield
on
and
YouTube.
Sword.
Either way, that was just
Shield
a
and
little
Sword.
bit of an aside. I've been hoping.
I did
for
get
a
mine
Home
for the next
remake,
Pokemon game,
just
but
as
you know,
so many other Pokemon
there are
fans
other
have
reasons and other
for
things to
so
get
many
for.
years now. And
I'm telling you,
oh
if they
my
released the
God,
Pokemon
fact
game
that
for the
it's
Wii U,
finally
people might have actually bought
happening,
that thing.
It boggles the mind, and I cannot wait to play those games. I cannot.
So Let's
wait
Go
to
isn't
feel
an
the
bad
true
in-between
nostalgia
game,
for
you
it.
know?
I can't wait to see how in
It's a good
3D.
testing the
Imagine
waters for a game.
Fortree City is going to look like in 3D. I freaked out so much just play. Ooh, Groudon with the Fissure. Luckily that missed. I actually don't know what Fissure's animation looks like. I don't think I've ever had
The
this
earth
hit a Fissure
splits
on me, but,
open. It's like the Grand
oh, yeah.
Canyon suddenly appears.
remember how much I freaked out about
You ever
Fortree
seen a
City
fissure in the
going
earth
there
in, like, any
this
movie or something like that? It looks like
two-dimensional
that.
version of Pokemon Emerald. Imagine that in 3D. Imagine that in Omega Ruby. Imagine that in Alpha Sapphire. I can't wait to see that city. I can't wait to see Pacific Log Town. Can't wait to see the legendaries, any new megas they might throw in, stuff like that. It's just...
Oh God!
I can't wait. I can't wait. Omega Ruby and
Just
Alpha
remember
Sapphire.
what they did
Day
to the
one purchase
legendaries.
for me,
Like,
both
oh
of
God,
them,
that's like the
because I
one
know they're both
mistake
gonna
of
be
that
amazing.
game.
Possibly my favorite Pokemon region remade into X and Y style graphics. It's too much. I can't handle it. Okay,
It's done
there
better
is
than
my
X and
freaking
Y?
out about those games. That
Just a matter of time
everybody
till they make the
is
Sinnoh
already
remake.
done freaking out of.
Everyone's waiting for it, and then the Black and White remake, and then the X
Yep,
and Y
I
remake.
know, I was
Wait,
a little bit late on the draw.
I think when
with
we get
that
to the
one,
X
but
and
hey,
Y remake,
go
we've gone a
ahead and
little
judge
too
me.
far.
I don't even care one bit. And I just realized that Dishwater's Earthquake is probably going to be stronger than the Surf because of the
Even though
sunny
we're probably
day.
getting
Yeah.
another Red and Blue remake in
The
between
fact
those
that
two.
Groudon has
Wait.
drought, and it's always going to be sunny when you're
Crap.
fighting this thing, unless
Oh wait,
you
no,
put
we're
up
using
another weather
Earthquake. I
condition.
thought Groudon was using Earthquake.
Makes it a little bit annoying because it gets rid of one of his big weaknesses. The only other one being, of course, grass. And clearly, we don't have any grass types on our team.
So
So
one
this is going
Achilles
to be a
heel.
little bit annoying. Cue
little.
the failed catch rate montage. Groudon, get in this Ultra Ball right now, mister, or you are grounded. Come on, Groudon, get your head out of the clouds and get in the ball, man. I thought you were more down to earth
Ashley's
than
in the
this.
clouds.
Don't make me fight dirty now. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Groudon's like, okay,
Groudon,
that one was
come on,
kind of
man,
funny.
you're soiling the episode. Come on, let's go.
That one was clever.
I thought I was going to come in here and win this fight and catch this Pokemon by a landslide, but apparently that's not the case. Okay, so quick serious update on the state of the battle. I came in here with Ashley and I started setting up smoke screens on this thing. I believe this is the same strategy that I used against Rayquaza, actually.
Wouldn't
But
surprise me.
we have 6 smoke screens up on this thing, 3 iron defenses up, and it's missed so many attacks it is now using Struggle. Plus, with Body Slam, I was able to get the Parahacks off. So,
Ha!
this guy is slow as dirt right now, so we should definitely be able to catch him. Come on, Groudon, get in the ball, please! He's just not having it. What is this? Groudon, dude, you're acting like a real dirtbag right now. Come on, man. Groudon, have you ever considered letting children use your tail as a slide? I bet they could climb on top of you, slide down you, and keep doing that over and over. 25 seconds every time, you would be making
struggle,
the
though.
bank.
Since we have the iron defenses
you know,
up, that means
just
struggle's not doing as
rock
much
if you were
damage.
getting this Ultra Ball. Stand your ground, Ashley. We can do this. Together, I know that we can. Oh my god, no!
I hate it when
shakes,
that
really?
happens.
The teasing, I can't handle it. Oh. Hey, Groudon, you should be embarrassed. You can't even land a hit right now. These really aren't working, are they?
Nope.
Okay, come on, Groudon. If you don't get in the ball, I might cry. And I know how much you hate water. No. Are these Ultra Balls, like, defective or something? I've used, like, 30 of them so far to no avail.
I've had my voice like, at least broken. Did the Pokemon give me bad Pokemon?
And you offer to complain, you offer to
begin complaining about the product, it suddenly becomes a miracle worker.
That you need what you want. And there we go. We have caught the legendary Groudon. Yes. Finally, God, that took so long.
These Pokeballs defective?
Groudon has appeared in mythology as the creator of the land. It sleeps in magma underground and is said to make volcanoes erupt on awakening. Wow. Talk about a rude awakening. And you have a really, really cool footprint, but he has lines all over his body, and I really, really love Groudon's design. Honestly, I feel like the Hoenn legendaries are some of the best design in the entire series. Again, might be biased by those nostalgia goggles, but I love how they look. Either way, that is Groudon, the continent Pokemon. What the heck am I going to name this thing?
Oh, frig would I know.
I have not the slightest idea. You know what? Being that Groudon was the Pokemon that waged war against Kyogre in the past, that wrought havoc across the whole region.
That's terrible.
And the fact that he is friends with Raymond the Rayquaza, this is going to be Gordon the Groudon. Yup, Gordon, the perfectly average friend of...
Who's going to be Kyogre, Kurt?
the O in the middle. I was so tempted to just leave it like that. But Gordon, the perfectly average friend of the perfectly average Raymond. There we go. Gordon, the totally unthreatening Groudon, is now ours. And we could sit here and, like, exfoliate a little bit next to this lava, because I'm sure we're sweating at least a tiny bit in here. But that's going to do it for this episode of Pokemon Emerald. We've caught one of the many remaining available legendary Pokemon in the region, Groudon, the continental Pokemon, who was part of the Ooh, the intense sunshine appears to have subsided.
How convenient.
And there we go. Apparently it doesn't actually fade until after the screen comes back to life. That's kind of funny.
Out.
But we've caught the Earth-based Pokemon Groudon in this episode, and that is so much power to acquire all in one sitting. So I'd like to thank you all very much for watching this episode of Pokemon Emerald. And I will see you guys next time where we go after another legendary Pokemon of the Hoenn region. Groudon's counterpart, you all already know who it is. See you guys then.